Good morning. Today is Monday, June 8th. We have 2 weeks left of school, so we are in the final countdown, people. This is Mrs. Jensen coming to you live from my couch, and I'm going to go over your assignments for the week. It is a short and sweet week because we have a few reminders that I want to go over with you. So if you go to your classwork tab, you'll see there are not that many assignments today, just 3, short and sweet. First is the end of the year survey. Every single year, I have my students at the end of the year fill out a survey looking back on the class. It's anonymous, so you can be honest in your responses and not worry about hurting my feelings. Um, you know, if you have any suggestions or feedback, those help me. I always try to be a better teacher every single year. And so I will definitely read through all these. The only thing I'm going to ask you is your color block or your class period. But other than that, you can leave your name out. I'm not collecting email addresses. So again, please be as honest and thoughtful as you can. I just want to say I love you guys so much. This was such a fun year. And I feel like it got stolen a little bit since we left in March. And you guys know I'll be out on maternity leave with baby Jensen. So I won't be back till January, but I will be teaching some English too. So hopefully I get to see some of you guys. But just know that I've loved working with all of you. You're such wonderful students, and I cannot wait to see you guys maybe when I get back. So if you look through the survey, it's pretty easy. Class block, class period, or color block. It talks a little bit about remote learning, looking at like some of the tools that you guys liked. Some of these I might implement for next year. The amount of work in the class during remote learning, the videos, any suggestions, and then overall, like looking back on the year, what did you think of the class? So think back to September. Overall, was it too easy? Was it too difficult? Did you like the topics we covered? Do you feel like you've grown as a reader or a writer this year? This is really important to me, as well as like what do you have for suggestions for me as your teacher? Like, what can I do better? So you can fill this out. Again, it's anonymous. You can say whatever you want, and you will not hurt my feelings. And that's it. So that's the first assignment. Your next assignment is to read and watch Act 5. So I have the Act 5 summary for you guys. This is the very end of the play. Um, it's a little crazy. There's a lot that happens. And so you can read through it. There's only 3 scenes, but the scenes are pretty like drama filled. So I don't want to give you too much away because I don't want to ruin it for you. But you're going to read through the summary. Then, because there's so much that happens and we did the play so fast, this is a great video review of the entire play. So in 5 minutes, you can kind of like recap what happened
Hey, I'm Cliff, and these
in the
are my notes for the point.
there you go, in the entire play. So watch this because it'll help kind of like tie everything together. And then last but not least, we know Romeo and Juliet die in the end. So who do you believe is the most responsible or the most to blame for Romeo and Juliet's deaths? You're going to do a discussion question here. So you're going to give me your opinion. Was it their parents because of the feud? Was it Friar Lawrence who sort of married them in his secret and he was the one who created the plan with Juliet taking the secret poison that made her look like she was asleep or dead? Was it the nurse who was sort of in on it and helped kind of coordinate this whole plan? Was it Romeo and Juliet themselves? Were they the ones to blame? So you're going to think about who really is at fault here, right? Like, did this have to happen? And if so, who is at fault? You're going to explain why in 2 to 3 sentences. So give me a few explanations. Not just, I think Romeo is to blame, period, right? That's not enough for credit. You have to explain why. Use examples and details from the text. You don't need direct quotes. You're just explaining to me what you think. And that's it. Those are your only assignments for the week. So it's literally kind of like one assignment. End of the year survey, read and watch, and then give me your discussion question. Now, this is a short week because you have a few reminders. All missing work must be submitted by Friday, this Friday, June 12th, cutoff date. Okay, so if you did not submit, make sure you do that. So that way I have time to grade and put in all these grades. Okay, so Friday, June 12th, last chance. Don't forget, it's half days. So some of your classes, your virtual classes, might get moved. So my red class and purple class, We're both meeting on Wednesday at 11 a.m. My green class and yellow class, we're both meeting on Thursday at 10 a.m. This week is optional. We're going to be talking about the end of the play. And that's it. If you guys have any questions, email me and I'm happy to go over anything. Otherwise, have a wonderful week and enjoy the end of the play.